Lakers Nation, what is going on? So it's Mr. 81 here back with a new video, and today is January 25 of day 25 as I continue to be more consistent on the channel each day, 365 days that you guys are going to hear my voice, but the NBA trade deadline is approaching in pretty much in 11 days on February 6th. Can't wait to see who's the Lakers' next acquisition, but February 6th, that's the day. And there's just a lot of topics to talk about and players to look at when it comes to trades and stuff like that. But before I get into the video, guys, I'd really appreciate it if you could do me a favor. Help your brother out by liking the video so my channel can grow, get it to more people. The algorithm really help a lot, the audience, but also make sure you guys subscribe. We're also on the road to 3K subs. Means a lot to me. Love you guys. Really trying to reach my next milestone, my next, chapter. But hit that notification as well so you don't miss on any sports or future Lakers content in general. But I'm not gonna waste too much time, and let's just get into the video. So we just got some very, very interesting news involving the Indiana Pacers starting center and Myles, and I'm pretty sure they've been dealing with injuries this season. Obviously with James Wiseman, their acquisition in free agency, and also Isaiah Jackson, so that's why they didn't bring in Thomas Bryant from the Miami Heat, right? But I digress. The Lakers can finally land the long-coveted center Myles, and this has been long awaited. He should have been a Laker. The 2023, I'm pretty sure the offseason when we did have Russell Westbrook, but Jeannie Buss, our owner, vetoed the trade. Like, whenever you ever heard owner veto a trade, especially when it's your team, you get what I'm trying to say. But Rob Pelinka was going to pull the trigger, and I'm pretty sure he did flew out to Indiana to, talk with, the Indiana Pacers, but didn't happen, and this is a perfect opportunity for the Lakers to land him. So he is 28 years of age, so he's young. Obviously, he's athletic. I think it'd be a nice fit to pair alongside Anthony Davis, just his ability to space out the floor with these, shooting 38.6% from three, 5.2 attempts per game. That is actually incredible. And he's combined with his elite rim protection, averaging nearly 2 blocks per game. And overall, his defensive versatility, his size, also in the interior, his presence, his impact just makes him a perfect fit for what the Lakers need. But he's standing at 6'11", weighs about 250 pounds. He's like this big physical presence on the defense end. So he's a two-way center, and he could play both ends of the ball. He has like the 7'4" wingspan that is actually ridiculous. But I do want to mention to you guys his stats this season for, the Indiana Pacers as a starter. So he is averaging around 15.4 points per game, 7 rebounds, which is solid, 1.5 assists, and 0 point steals in 31 minutes of game action. So he's young, like I said, elite rim protecting defensive center who also is proven floor spacer. If the Pacers aren't just willing to extend Turner at his desired $30 million per year, trading him before, February 6th deadline may be their, best option at this point to avoid losing him for nothing in free agency. So it is a, huge risk to take. But this has been highlighted by a recent report today as well from the Indy Pacer, I'm pretty sure from their Twitter page. And it was shared that rival executives don't expect Indiana to meet Turner's salary demands, with Turner seeking $30 million per year. If the Pacers don't offer him that amount, it could pave the way for a trade. Jovan Bull of The Athletic, he's a reporter, and it just seems like he's just, putting out trade ideas instead of, actually saying that the Lakers are linked to him. He's not going to say that, but I just don't think he has sources. I'd leave that up to, Shams. Obviously, Woj isn't there no more, but he did, weigh on the Turner's potential fit with the Lakers, and he stated that he also made some quotes. He says, if Myles Turner is available, I think if you're the Lakers, you have to go get him because he just fits perfectly next to Anthony Davis on both sides of the floor. That would fit, and he'd be ideal even, I would say, over Walker Kessler, who's raw. He's young. He's 23 years of age. He's starting to develop. He still has to work on his offense, but I just feel like he has the potential to be a two-way, center. Obviously, his defense, his presence will really help the Los Angeles Lakers, but it just seems like, the Lakers are really high on Walker Kessler. I just don't think it's really realistic. Obviously, salary-wise, every team could afford him. He's cheap. He's only making around $2.9 million. but the assets, the draft capital is, the problem. You get what I'm trying to say? Because Danny Ainge, their GM, whatever the case may be, he's just being stingy. He's playing hardball and he's trying to use the Lakers as leverage, right? So I think this is the perfect opportunity to evaluate the Indiana Pacers and Myles Turner. But it's very important to note that earlier there's reports pretty much coming out last month on December 15th by Evan Sidney on his Twitter page. And he did suggest that the Pacers have no interest in trading Myles Turner, viewing him as a valuable piece alongside Tyrese Halliburton, the point guard. The Pacers also still consider him a core member of their team, especially with his contract expiring and the possibility of him becoming a unrestricted free agent, making him $19.9 million. So pretty much this is, Myles Turner 10th, NBA season, which is actually insane. But if the Pacers are unwilling to meet Turner's financial demands, this could force their hands. This opens the door for the Lakers to finally secure the player they've been trying to persuade in the past, but just never acquired him due to the reluctance to part with their 2 first-round picks. And now they have 2 first-round picks, right? But Turner's all-around game would just transform the Lakers into legitimate championship contenders. I do agree. Obviously, did help, the Indiana Pacers, and he was also a big piece and part of them, making it to the Eastern Conference Finals, even getting swept to, the Boston Celtics, right? But even the acquisition of uh, Pascal Siakam almost, lost my train of thought. But not only for the now and the future, you got Anthony Davis. He's still in his prime, and he's going to be turning, 32, I'm pretty sure, like March or April. Correct me if I'm wrong. But LeBron James is not going to be in the league forever, so he's going to ride off into the sunset. And I think AD is going to remain the centerpiece of this team, right? So I think, Rob Pelinka, you got to listen to your stars, give them what they want. You got to, pave them, right? But I think it's time for Rob Pelinka to make the move that should have, happened years ago and bring in the players who checks every box in this team's needs. Myles Turner is just the answer, in my personal opinion, and what the Lakers have been searching for. I know they're showing interest in Nikola Vucevic, and he's a starting center for the Chicago Bulls, but he's pretty much making the same amount of money of, Myles Turner. But for a trade, he can offer in a package for Myles Turner, maybe send around Rui Hachimura. He's under contract 2 years, $17 million, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be expiring after, this upcoming season. Not this year, but obviously next year, I'm pretty sure. You got Cam Reddish, you got Jane Hofficino, maybe offer him. He's young, and maybe a 2029 first-round pick to get Myles Turner. But I'm pretty sure Indiana's going to want at least 2 first-round picks. This might be a reach, but I might be willing to do this. And I'm actually higher on Myles Turner than, a player than Walker Kessler, even though he's actually older. Like I said, he's 28. Walker Kessler, he's 23 years of age, so he's young. He hasn't even reached his actual full potential, but he's still a player that I like. He's actually talented as a center, but obviously I wouldn't mind getting a Benedict Mathurin, but I doubt, Indiana Pacers does trade him. Obviously, you got defenders like Aaron Naismith, and then you got your guard in TJ McConnell, which was huge for the Indiana Pacers last year in that, playoff run, and also in the Eastern Conference. And he's a former, Philadelphia 76ers in the past. But I digress, and also I gotta say, especially, TJ McConnell's game as a guard, I also see him in the baseline shooting that mid-range game. But he's a pest defensively. Lakers fans, NBA fans in general, you guys let me know in the comment section what trade package would you put for Myles Turner. Maybe you have to put a better trade package. Maybe you throw in, Christian Wood, or maybe a salad filler. We'll see. Obviously, maybe Jared Vanderbilt. He's making a season debut today, which is going to be against the Golden State Warriors, and it's going to be nationally televised, right? But I'm hearing that LeBron James has been, downgraded to questionable. Hopefully he is playing. But also, Rui Hachimura might be out. Not sure, so definitely update you guys in, the comment section. And also, I got to say, Anthony Davis did make a statement in his interview with Shams Charania. And it's kind of sad you have to see him go into an interview and talk about it, because now teams, like I was saying in my past video in Nikola Vucevic, teams are really gonna see us, desperate, right? Because Wouldn't you want to keep this, a secret? You wouldn't want to put this out on the media. You get what I'm trying to say. But the Lakers, they're gonna have to make a trade. The ball is in your court. Rob Pelinka, Jeannie Buss, and like I said, they indicated that they're not going to be making a big move. That it's going to be a half measure move, right? But I also want to mention, the Indiana Pacers standings and the record before I end this video, right? So I'm going to wrap it up soon. On the Eastern Conference, the Indiana Pacers are the fifth seed. The 25-20, so pretty much they're 5 games over 500, and they're actually playing well lately, right? 8-2 in the last 10 games. Because I remember the start of the season, they did struggle, but obviously last year they did compete and they surprised a lot of people. Like I said, they made that Eastern Conference run, but obviously they did lose to the Boston Celtics. And they were in that, cup game with the Los Angeles Lakers. Obviously, the Lakers did win it last year, but, this year it was the Milwaukee Bucks, and they went on to face off against OKC. But yeah, man, make sure you guys like the video. I'm going to continue to say it. Make sure you guys subscribe. I'm really, really trying to reach my next milestone. And turn on the notification bell. Must be needed. And follow my socials. All the links will be down in the description. What you guys need to know about me. And follow my TikTok. Follow my second YouTube channel. It's called Mr. 81 Shorts. I do have a Twitter page, but really don't post consistently on there. I'm not a big Twitter guy, but the only time I'd be going on Twitter is to be looking at, reports and rumors and stuff like that when it comes to the Los Angeles Lakers. But I have really nothing else much to say. The fact that I think, Rob Pelinka has to pull the trigger, and what the Lakers showed in that Boston game and display is that the Lakers are at least one or two pieces away, not paces, but pieces away from competing for an NBA title. I think one or two trades would really help. And I was one of those, Lakers fans, diehards, that was doubting us against the Boston Celtics because, this team is too inconsistent. One night we'll look, very good and be one of the best teams in the league. And then the next night we play down to the competition, right? So it's very exciting, to see that we beat Boston, holding them by 100 points. The final score was like 117-96. And it was a 21-point game. But I'm out of here. You're